Okay. So I'll just trace this across. Hopefully it's still in view. Yep. So there's our traced version of the original. I'll just go and copy that in a couple of times and I'll come back to the next part. Okay, I've just got the same standard pen. Nothing special. The first thing I'm going to do is just cross-hatching. First thing we do, but where there's only one line, I've actually did miss a line. I missed that front of the chair there, because chairs do have thickness usually. There you go. So there's the chair seat. I've missed that line there as well. Okay, I'll just go through this again. I've gone through and just put a few lines in, such as the chair I didn't copy across the thickness of the seat, so I've put that in. I've just tidied up a couple of spots where I'd misaligned things. So from here, I'm just using a bog standard pen. I'll just go and get a like a standard ballpoint pen. There we go. Does this work? Yep. So I'm not using anything fancy. I'm just using a standard ballpoint pen. First thing I'm going to do is where I can only see one surface, I'm going to go through, just darken that in. Straight lines, don't zigzag it, because it makes it look jagged. So just go straight line from one end to the other line. Everywhere where it's only one edge, go through and double it up. Full length. Just try and keep your line work clean. Often helps. So I'm just going to accelerate this. Okay, like so. So there it is. I'll just zoom in a bit. So there it is with the outlines darkened in, and the ones where there's two faces touching, such as that, left with a lighter line between them. So there's the first tip to shading. Next thing, let's figure out, I'm going to stick a light source over here and shade it that way. So we're doing cross-hatching. That's obviously the darkest face. There might be a little bit of darkness that's curved that way coming out, so there might be a little bit of darkness in there. There's definitely going to be dark all the way down there. That one might have a little bit. That one there might have some. There it is with the first part. Now cross-hatching, we can come through there and darken it up now. So the first thing I did was I marked the deepest parts. I'm still using the same pressure on the pen regardless. Where I've got the double hatching, it's obviously showing stuff that's, or showing content that's darker than the single hatch. And you're starting to get darker areas, lighter areas of the chair developing automatically. Like so. We can add, if you want, a third level of hatching, should need be. like so. Sorry, the pen's not working there. Now it is. I'm going to go through and do some of that, but hatching just to put it back in again. That's obviously also there dark. Done. So that is basically cross-hatched. You can see we get a different density just by having more hatching. So you've got one level of hatch, you can have the second level of hatching, you can have the third level of hatching, and then if need be you can have the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and you get graduated colours by graduating the amount of cross-hatch.